You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
Welcome into another exciting edition of Behind the Bulldogs. Get to know all of your Bulldog athletes on campus. Brandon Worth, Tatum Outlaw, giving you the good stuff. We got your Ferris State sports recap from all the sports throughout the weekend. We also got a great interview upcoming. We travel just across the hall to volleyball. Plucked them out of practice. No, I'm just kidding. We got Logan and Hayley joining us here on the show for the volleyball team, which many people haven't seen the interview. We've obviously conducted it. It's a good one overall. I think that people are really going to enjoy it.
Definitely. And I think Logan and Hayley are both people that are kept to themselves. So I'm just excited for people to learn more about them and how fun they are, how much they bring to this team.
Absolutely. And they got some home matches upcoming this week, and we'll talk about that as well as what's going on in Ferris State sports this weekend. So you can be on the lookout for all the things upcoming. Before we get started, big thanks to Dazos Digital. Target your target audience with the experts at DazosDigital.com. Let's start obviously in sequence. We'll start with soccer as they played on Thursday and then Saturday. And then yesterday, as we're recording this on Tuesday, we'll talk about those. 2 wins on the weekend. Big win against Roosevelt, 3-0. They also had a really, really tough barn burner against Parkside. Got a 2-1 win. Unfortunately, played a really, really good Northern Michigan team yesterday. Yes, they're the 5 seed in the tournament, but they certainly are a really good team. Beat us 2-0. Really tough. They just played incredible offensively. Coach Henson, talking after the game, they just couldn't generate offense. And it was tough sledding. Obviously, the season coming to an end, but thank you to our seniors. Thank you for still a great season in Bulldog soccer. And overall, it was just a long, fun ride, especially the end when they had the unbeaten streak. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I just echo all of that. And this team made so much growth this year. And I think they're one of the teams in this in our complex as well that have brought in a lot of new people and kind of had to work through those kinks as well. But with that being said, they have a ton of young talent, and don't give up on this program because they're still a great team, great program. And they have a lot of young talent coming through, and they're hungry for next year.
Absolutely. Really excited to see this program next year. I believe there was somewhere between 10 and 12 seniors, but there's going to be a whole new group coming in, just like we saw this year. So it's going to be really exciting. Volleyball, you guys up north, split overall. I know you guys are a little bit agitated about it, but that's a good thing. You should feel agitated after, taking a loss. You know that you should have had a win. So really, this weekend's going to be, unfortunately, for, I believe it is Parkside and Roosevelt. They're going to maybe feel the wrath for you guys for the line of 2 regular season games.
Yeah, definitely there's things that we can look back and we regret, and that sucks. But obviously, I would rather us feel that right now than later in the season or later in postseason, I should say. And I think for this team, we're definitely a team that's going to have some bumps along the road to help us get to where we want to be, because we have big dreams. We're still a great team. Obviously, we fall short sometimes, but to get to where we want to be, we have to learn some of those lessons. And I'm just excited for this next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a big weekend upcoming. Obviously, the regular season finale and the last guaranteed home matches in Bulldog Arena. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. Women's basketball started the season in tournament play. Overall, took down one nationally top 5 ranked opponent in Union, as well as another win against North Georgia, I believe, or excuse me, maybe it was the other way around. They beat North Georgia, fell to a really good Union team, and also beat California, Pennsylvania. How that's a school, I don't know. But 2-1 overall for Coach Westendorf's team. It's really exciting to see not only the experience on this team continuing, but some of those freshmen and transfers, they're playing really well too.
Yeah, they're looking good. They've always been a really strong program. And, last year they were a strong team as well. They had some injuries and things they had to deal with there. So I'm just excited to see them back and healthy, knock on wood. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how they do this season.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. And obviously we'll get to the GLIAC slate for both women's and men's upcoming here in the next couple of weeks as well. Men's will start their season here just around the corner. Hockey, I know you guys talked about it on Off the Ice as well. Shout out. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts. Overall, tough loss against Augustana. Then they got a 2-0 win on Saturday. Yeah. They really didn't play different. They just got some more puck bounces in that first period. And the defense, Marty Lundberg, first Norwegian ever win an NCAA game, and absolutely worth it for how great he was on Saturday. Overall, big win for hockey heading into a road slate this weekend.
Yeah, I think they've had a little bit of a rough go, so I'm really excited they finally got a win under their belt, and hopefully they can keep that streak going.
Keep it alive. Just keep her moving, just, skating to where the puck's going to be at the end of the day. That's a phrase for all of those sports comp peeps out there. They know what that's all about. When we look especially at cross country overall, some great results overall. Finishing in the middle pack of the field, obviously one of the toughest regions overall in the entire country. But overall, looking at the results, I think the big thing for this program moving forward is you saw some injuries and obviously had the next man up mentality, women or men on either side. But overall, still a great season nonetheless. I think the big thing, Whitney Farrell led the way, 41st overall, Jessica Durkee 65th. And you have to take into account there's like 300 runners in this race overall. Emmett Johnson finished out a great season. Ryan Osaski as well was really good for this team. Those two really leading the way. Really excited for what Coach Kessler and Coach Kelsch have in mind, especially going into the indoor track season where there's going to be some opportunities for this team to really compete.
Yeah, and I mean, I always say this every time I think we talk about the runners, but their seasons are so long, but it's really exciting to see them, be around a bunch of other competitive runners and pull through and make their name known. So hopefully they just keep that up.
Yeah, keep on keeping on, as they say. And finally, you guys thought we were going to forget about football. I mean, what?
How can we?
A game.
I know.
Overtime, over, I believe, 107 combined points. Just something slight, or 106 combined points. But they played sloppy, had all the turnovers. But here's the difference. They got the win. They figured out a way.
And you know what? Like, I was just talking about this with my coach. Like, for obviously, it's so cool and fun whenever you beat a team by a lot of points, but those aren't the games you remember. You remember the games that were close, where there was uncertainty and there was adversity, and the team had to work together to grind out this super gritty win. Those are the wins you remember, and those what make the sport and everything you're doing all worth it, and that's what you train your whole life for. So I'm so glad they pulled out that win. I'm glad it was a gritty game for them, honestly. I think that's just more fun for everyone around, so congrats to them. Yeah,
talking to some media, I believe they brought up the fact that we've played Saginaw close the last 2 years that we've won the Natty, compared to, I believe it was 2 years ago when we blew them out and then we ended up getting knocked out early. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of season left indeed for all of our teams, including volleyball, in which we have our interviews slated with Hayley and Logan. They're standing by, so let's send them to the interview room.
Let's do it.
Now joining us, we have two very special volleyball guests here with us on the podcast, Hayley and Logan from Ferris State Volleyball. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Great to have you guys in. And obviously, long road trip weekend, but now you guys are back home. I mean, just talk about the excitement for being at home here for the finish out the regular season and start postseason play.
I think being at home with all our fans, energy behind us, and just in our home place, so we practice in every day is really exciting.
Yeah, I agree. Like being in our locker room before games and just like having all our fans and family around is a lot of fun.
Definitely. I think being on the road too, I can attest because, I'm on the team with them. It's like we expect big crowds, but there's not always a big crowd. So it's nice knowing that like we have a pretty consistent crowd here and just having like their energy and knowing that like whether we win or lose, they support us. So I agree with that. You guys are both in very different roles this year. You guys are crucial key aspects of the team in the court right now. How is that different from seeing the perspective of how it was last year to being like, you'd come in and save the day for a couple points, but now you guys are starters and you're out there more often. How's that different?
I think constant pressure, but it's like fun to be in.
Yeah.
Ooh. So being able to be out there like with the team and putting everything on the line every point is really fun and exciting to do.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's always super competitive, like last year, this year. And so it makes the transition a little bit easier.
For sure.
Yeah. Pressure is a privilege. I feel like that's something that's preached in your locker room quite a bit, which is a good thing at the end of the day. Looking at last year, obviously a very awesome season, 35 wins, reaching to the Elite Eight, the national tournament. This year, you guys are on the same track. I mean, how is it that you guys, culture-wise, performance-wise, stay so consistent on the court, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing?
I think it all comes from practice. Like we all compete hard in practice and we have a strong culture that backs up everything. So it's just a seamless change when someone else comes in the game or any switches are made. It's fun.
For sure. Hayley, how about you?
Yeah, I think like staying true to our standards and just having each other's backs, and we don't have fear of judgment or failure.
I'm glad you think it is consistent because that means we're doing our jobs right, because it doesn't always feel consistent to us, but we do work a lot on our team culture and we genuinely like just love hanging out with each other and just like we're always playing Among Us every night and just hanging out and playing games.
Among Us? Really? Is that the go-to game?
Of course it is.
Interesting.
We played on the road, but we've started playing it here in Big Rapids, just at the end of the day anyway. So we'll get on group FaceTime, so that's fun. But on that topic, what do you guys like to do in your free time here in Big Rapids?
I hang out. I watch a lot of football on the weekends. I like to get outside, maybe go on a trail walk and just hang out with the team pretty much.
Yeah.
What's the go-to trail, if I may ask?
I don't know. It's like a few steps from our house. So
Oh, okay.
it's on the water.
Oh,
It's
the
fun.
river walk trail.
Yes.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one for sure. Hayley, how about you?
I like to play pickleball a lot, and I like to play euchre and just hang out with friends here.
Hayley
Nice.
is a big, like, she loves games. Like, she's always down to play any sort of game. We were watching Dancing with the Stars last night, and she showed up just to, like, play this game and then left. And she's good at games, too. She never loses, so.
Yeah, competitiveness never leaves the floor with you guys. It seems like you guys are always competitive. Is there any other games? I mean, Among Us seems like one that's brought up. I mean,
For sure.
Are you two the best? Who's the best on the team?
And Among Us, or
Yeah,
anything?
with Among Us or anything, I guess.
I feel like it's got to be Tatum. Like,
I've been
Really?
I've been having a good, like, run of wins in Among
Okay.
Us.
All
she's
right.
very convincing.
She's good though, because you never know that, like, you're never suspicious of anything with her. And then, like, there's some people that will try and lie, but you can tell. But I'd say me and her are pretty good at hiding it.
Okay.
I don't really play
Receptive.
Among Us, but me and Hope did win the euchre championship on the bus. So yeah, we're pretty good at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, for sure.
Mhm.
I lost my train of thought.
You did lose your train of thought. That's okay. Origination story, recruiting story. How'd you get to Big Rapids? What was your first, introduction to Ferris State, and what led you to become a Bulldog?
Both my parents went to Ferris, and I think like two of my grandpas or something went to Ferris, and my sister.
Neat.
So I've known about Ferris for a while, and always thought it was a good school. So
Nice.
I didn't know what Ferris was.
So you
Being
came from a
down-
little further, right?
Yeah, in Florida. My dad's from Michigan, so he knew about hockey here. So when Tia called, he knew about it. And then my best friend was supposed to go here, actually. And then, yeah, the recruiting process just happened. I came here on Christmas, and then I think I committed about 5 months after, maybe. I committed really late, but
Okay.
it's perfect. So I made a great choice, I would say.
Awesome.
Yeah, what was it for you guys that was like the selling point for you during your recruiting process? Because I'm sure both of you had a handful of schools that you were talking to, like myself. What was it about Ferris that was like, yeah, this is where I should be?
I feel like when I was on my visit, like the girls were like all super nice, and I was like, it feels like a family. Like it's really cool to be a part of, and our program's always been super competitive.
For sure. Logan, how about you?
I would say when I first came here, it was snowing, so that didn't really sell it. But I think meeting Tia and like the coaching, it just felt like home. And I had a setting thing with Kaylee, and I could just tell the competitiveness of the team
Yeah.
from there. So
Very
great.
cool. When it comes to pregame rituals, superstitions, I know, Tatum, you like to ask this question quite a bit. Do you guys have any like pregame? You got to go through a certain routine, certain thing that you eat, maybe a Celsius before?
I can't put my shoes on until Tia comes in the locker room.
I've noticed that.
Oh.
I've never said anything about it, but I've always wondered, like, why you never had your shoes on. That's funny.
Yeah, and then I do like 10 squats, and I can do 6 RDLs on each leg only. That's it.
Only 6. Wow. That is a very specific number, but okay.
Yes.
I guess if it works at the end of the day. So very cool. Hayley, how about you?
I feel like I do a lot of like the same things. Like I always put the same knee pads on the same leg, and then I always go get water with Rob like right before the game. Like we go fill our waters together. I don't know.
We're definitely a very routine team. I think everyone has like their own little thing they do and like their partner they do it with. And you always do your hair the same. Like by each season it's a little different, but each season like you stick with it throughout.
Yeah.
And you do your hair the same, but yeah, it's just the same practice too. Do you guys have a favorite gym or arena or anything that we've played in? We can do
besides our own, of course.
Besides our own. It doesn't have to be conference though.
I'd say Wayne State probably. I just really like their floors.
The
and
Terra Flags,
the
yeah.
lighting too. It's nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say Wayne State, but West Texas last year was pretty awesome.
Yeah, they have they have an arena kind of like ours. Like I feel like the bleachers are close and you can really feel the energy in there. It's not like the newest gym, but they have their own like facility for volleyball. So that was cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
For what you guys are studying, obviously the student athlete portion getting to the other half. What's your major? What are you studying and what do you hope to become?
I'm an accounting major and I'm working towards my CPA afterwards, but I'm kind of still not sure what side I want to go into, tax or audit, and then just figuring it out from there.
Nice. Got a lot of options for sure. Hayley, how about you?
I'm also going into accounting. I kind of
Nice.
followed Logan a little bit. Yeah. And I'm not really sure what I want to do yet either. I think I want to get my CPA and probably work for like a big company. I think that'd be really cool.
Nice. You guys could even open your own practice scout if you wanted to. It'd be kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't even realize it was the same major. Didn't plan it. But anyways, if you guys could play like any sport in college besides volleyball and be like super good at it, you could play at any level, what would it be?
Does it have to be a girl sport?
No.
I'd probably play football.
I knew you were going to say that, bro.
What position then for football?
What is the one that goes after the quarterback? Comes in really fast and just hits
Defensive end? Defensive line?
Defensive end.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right.
I can see it.
Nice. Wags?
That's a good answer. I don't think I'd play football. I don't feel like that's
She
really
would
me.
be like a quarterback if she played football. Though.
Okay, fair.
I'd probably do like soccer. I used to play soccer and I really liked it.
All right.
What other sports did you guys play growing up?
I just played soccer and volleyball and t-ball for like 2 games.
Love that.
Nice.
I kind of did it all in middle school. Soccer, track, cross country.
Nice.
Did not like that.
Fair.
Basketball.
We don't run. We play volleyball.
Yeah. And then
What was your favorite besides volleyball?
basketball.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah, makes sense.
Fair enough. Well, ladies, thank you so much for hopping on the pod with us. Last question, though, before you go, we ask everybody on the show, what's your favorite thing about being here at Ferris State and being a Bulldog?
I would say the community, just everyone here. Being a part of a team like this is so special and I'm so grateful for it.
Awesome.
I think we have strong academics here and then the athletics to back it up. And yeah, the team is just awesome. It's like a family and the community all comes together for us.
Rock on. Well, if you want the camera for 30 seconds, tell people why they should be able to come watch you guys Friday and Saturday.
I think if you want to come see a strong competitive game, come out and watch.
What she said.
What she said.
It's our last 2 regular season
Good point.
games for conference. And it's senior night for me and Logan and Emma and Jasmine. So make sure you guys come out.
For sure. Well, ladies, thank you so much. And we'll see you this weekend here at home.
Thank you.
Big thanks to Hayley and Logan for joining us here on the show. Hope you guys enjoyed that interview. If you want to see more interviews on these episodes, be sure to subscribe wherever that you're watching or listening right now. You can find them in your feed. All the great athletes that we bring on the show, and every single one's different at the end of the day, which is really cool.
I know. I mean, I actually just love doing this, not to have like I'm having a little gratitude moment right now. It's just truly special what we're doing and that the fans get to know the players on a different level. I mean, we see different sides of them while we're playing, but like at the end of the day, they are people.
Yeah.
And I just love getting to know all these different athletes.
Yeah. They're students. They're members of the community the same way that all of our fans are.
And some of them have these like really interesting like hobbies and things about them that you wouldn't know. So
yeah, absolutely. Very exciting indeed. We got a lot of great ones upcoming as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Let's get you to the Ferris State Sports Slate before you go. Friday, November 14th. Women's volleyball at home, 6 p.m. Men's basketball will also be at Northwood. Hockey will be at Bowling Green. Both of those 7 o'clock games, so you can tune in there on FerrisStateBulldogs.com for all the live info. Football will be in the Calder City Classic. That will be a noon o'clock game there in Davenport. So at 12 o'clock, women's volleyball will be at home, 3 p.m. on Saturday against the Rangers of Wisconsin Parkside. That'll be very exciting. Men's basketball will also be playing in Midland for that GMAC GLIAC crossover like we mentioned Friday and Saturday. They'll be playing Lake Erie, I believe, on Saturday at 3 o'clock. And then hockey will finish their doubleheader against the Falcons of Bowling Green State on Saturday the 15th. On Sunday the 16th, women's basketball will actually, I believe, be at home against Drury. So, hey, stop on by Wink Arena. It'll be a 2 o'clock game, I believe, from Jim Wink Arena. And you can find out more information online today. And then we're basically looking at next Wednesday. We got women's and men's basketball will be kicking off on the road. Women's will be at Northwood and men's will be at at Finley, 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, or 5:30 and 7 o'clock respectively. So we also got a lot of big things upcoming that many people probably don't even have on the radar, like GLI tickets for hockey at Van Andel are on sale right now. The Diamond Dinner is coming up for softball here as we start the new year. And as well, I believe we have a luncheon this Friday at noon. So if you're listening just on the radio, you're a little late, but you can look forward to December's. But if you're watching right now on your podcast platform, come on out, noon to 1 o'clock. You can hear from coaches, players on what's going good in Ferris Athletics.
Yeah, lots of regional games this week. So make sure you guys come out and support.
Yeah. I mean, next week we're talking GLIAC tournament for you guys, which is really exciting as well. Football will be in the postseason. Obviously, we take care of business this weekend. That'll confirm that. And then hockey will also be at home next weekend.
Sweet. So excited.
Look out. It's going to be here before you know it. All these teams are going to be at home. We're going to be just sleeping here, working these games, but it's going to be really exciting.
You're going to be sleeping here, working these games.
I will be. You'll be.
I'll be
competing.
playing.
Yeah, we'll do all the dirty work for you. Find out more at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. And I guess we'll see all the people later for episode 12.
Yep. See you guys.